so happy, my hair so nappy, had an afro.
Right, guys, team sheet here, man. Team sheet. We've got Raya in goal. Thomas Partey. That's right. We got Thomas Partey, and we do have Timber coming in as well. Which I said to you guys. I said Timber and Saka's going to be around, and that's going to be good for us because I can see us getting over the line. I'm going to go 2-1 here. The midfield is going to be Partey. It's going to be Declan Rice. It's going to be Trossard, and up front we're going to have Havertz. We're going to have Saka and Martinelli. So 2-1 for me. That's where I'm going. Lewis, where are you going with today's result?
I'm going to go a 2-1 as well.
Rock and roll.
If Arsenal play the way that I know that they can, we're at home, it's a bit of a fortress right now. Liverpool haven't won here for a little while.
Yeah, a couple of years, and Liverpool haven't beaten us in the last 4 games.
And it all counts. I know Liverpool right now, they haven't been tested. We're going to be the real test. And it's,
you know what I mean?
It's one of those games where I don't want everybody to fret about. There's so many more games for us to play. There's going to be many more opportunities for us to pick up points and everybody else. This is more of a win, a must-win for Liverpool than it is for Arsenal.
Of course,
Arsenal are the underdogs right now. And if everybody in the stadium just gets behind the team today, cheer the boys on to a great victory, we will go home happy. Arteta's happy. What more could you want?
Yeah, I think the atmosphere is going to be key today. But as I said to you, I was told this morning that both players were 80% fit, and Timber and Saka, and I think that's enough to get them over the line. If we get 60-70 minutes out of either player today, I think that's going to be a result for us. Timber, we have to shut down Salah. There's no two ways about it. That was the only issue last year. They had one attack where Salah beat Zinchenko, and that's the only, and it was game over. And so for us there, that's the thing, we need to nullify their attack, and they're missing players. We're missing players as well, but our main creativity is going to come from, normally it comes from Trossard and Havertz, but you've got Saka back now. So you've now got a free-headed monster who's going to go in there, and then Martinelli normally rips them when he plays them.
He absolutely
always rips them because they overload so much in terms of coming forward that they're exposed on the fullback position, which is why he's always had success against them. So where would you see Martinelli's game today? You think he's going to have another blinder?
It's going to be one of two. The thing is with Martinelli, I love when he's direct and he's hungry and he wants to take on the fullback, but his decision making is going to be absolutely key today. It's beat the man and then make the right decision. If he makes the right decision, 8 times out of 10, Arsenal come away with a win.
Saka to score again?
Saka to score or assist. Because the way this young man has taken on this season, it's not like a blinding start, but it's a start that everybody's actually like, hold on.
2 goals, 5 assists?
And you're looking at it like, this guy is now starting to make really good decisions. He may not get as many, he may not have had many goals this year, but you know there's going to be a powerful patch for him. It's coming. You can feel it in the air. But when you're one of the Premier League's best wingers, you're going to get marked very differently.
So how's this today? Saka comes off at the 70th minute. Sterling comes on and scores against his former team.
If he scores the winner, this place is going to rock. It's going to go absolutely mental. You know, for Sterling to come into a side where there's a lot of structure, there's an actual game plan. And for him to be like a senior player to come into that, it's a bit like the Havertz situation where it's going to take time for him to
integrate
sort out the bad habits that he's picked up at the field as well. Don't get me wrong, there's something there and you can see it. It's just when he gets on that right page, Arsenal's going to be absolutely.
So we're both going with 2-1 today, guys. Honestly, this is the start of our road. We've got Newcastle and Chelsea away after this game, so it doesn't get any easier, and I think that the result today is definitely going to catapult us. We're going to have Odegaard back next week as well, so I think we're going to be peaking just at the right time. So yeah, we're happy with that, and I'll talk to you guys at half time, man. Nice one, guys. So guys, I just met the girls from the Jerk Kitchen, and listen, it was so good seeing them. I just took a picture with those guys. They were part of my pre-game ritual when I used to get my rice and peas and jerk chicken. And shout out to Neil and his family. They've now done a collaboration with Arsenal, which and it's taken them years to get that done, but it's so good to see a black family-owned business who loves the club and has been such an asset to the fans and the community with what they've been doing. They literally, at one point, were the only stand that was serving real proper food. You know, none of this hot dogs and burgers that was going to burn your belly and give you a stomach upset for the... They sold proper, hardcore soul food, and they sold it for years and years. Since I've been coming to the stadium, since the stadium opened in 2007, I've been using those guys, and they've gone on to supply so many big companies like Farm Foods and all those guys. You can get their sauces on the high street now and everything, and it was so good to hear such a success story that now Arsenal are looking to do a collaboration with them. I'm so proud of them, and I just want to shout out to Neil and his entire family. Really great seeing you guys, and in fact wishing you all the best as well. Nice one, guys. Now let's focus on the game today. As I said, I'm really looking for so many people to step up. Yuri and Timber stepping up to try and take Salah out of the game. I'm looking for Saka to come in, 2 goals, 5 assists. This is really what we've been missing in terms of the creative side of the game. And he's going to come up with a banger today, whether it's goals or assists. I'll take either one. And then Martinelli, we're looking for a big game for him because of that gaping hole that Liverpool always leave in the fullback role. He always exploits that. So I'm looking for him to have a fantastic game. He's got a great record against Liverpool as far as scoring and assists. And I'm looking for him to set fire again today. The defence is going to be key to see how those guys settle in terms of the Ben White's party covering for those guys at the back. And really keeping them quiet is going to be so important. I'm still going with a 2-1 Arsenal win today, but I'm really looking for Saka to at least do what he can. Maybe we get 70 minutes out of him today, but then Raheem Sterling coming on in relief and then scoring or providing an assist against his old team. So listen, 2-1 for me today for Arsenal to win, and then it's going to be title back on, and then 2 tough games against Newcastle and Chelsea away. At the moment we're hearing Man United are losing 2-1 and Spurs are losing 1-0 to a Mateta goal for Crystal Palace. So hopefully the results have stayed the same. I believe it was 12 minutes played extra time at the Man United game. That's like the World Cup in Qatar. That's crazy stuff. Oh, it's full time now. Someone just told me it's full time. So Ten Hag probably going to get his marching orders tomorrow morning, and Arsenal will move on with a win today. Speak to you guys at half time. Hey guys, it's Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. This is the result that I actually predicted for the final score. But I mean, you can't argue with what's going on at the moment. Arsenal look like a more balanced team. Saka providing the first goal, great ball from Ben White over. Saka gets it, one-on-one situation. He turns out Robinson, cuts inside, and then blasts it on the near side of the goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 Arsenal. But Liverpool respond really well. Arsenal don't give up goals on a set piece, and they manage to give one up as Virgil van Dijk goes in there and heads one in. But then that's where the controversy starts. Arsenal get a free kick high up the pitch. It's on the right hand side, so normally Saka takes that free kick. But Declan Rice runs up to Nicolas Jova, the Arsenal set piece head coach, and then he says to Nicolas, who do you want to take it? Do you want me to take it, or do you want Saka to take it? He's told Declan Rice to take the free kick. He takes the free kick, and Van Dijk is playing everyone inside. VAR waits for about 3 minutes to see what's going on, but Merino gets in there with a header, puts Arsenal 2-1 up. It takes them 3 minutes to figure it out, but like I said, Van Dijk is clearly playing everybody onside. So Arsenal finish the half 2-1, and it's really been a really good display. I have to say, my player of the half has been Thomas Partey. Absolutely fantastic in that position, which, by the way, Ben White normally sits back off attackers and allows them to run at him. And that's where you see guys get the advantage over him. Partey's not going to do that. Partey doesn't have the pace. to try and outrun wingers. So what he does is he gets right up in their face, he gets physical, and that's what Luis Diaz can't handle. Thomas Partey is winning every single ball on that side, just absolutely winning. Won 4 duels against Luis Diaz. And not just that, but he's coming into those advanced positions and he's supporting Saka in that role on the right. Arsenal looking really, really good. Timber, a few passes we've just given it to the wrong player, but slowly he's getting into the game. He's finished the first half strong against Salah, but so far Salah very quiet in this game against Yuri and Timber, and that's exactly what Arteta wants. So far the game going to plan as Arsenal. Havertz very quiet, had 2 chances, one where it's just dropped on his chest and he's just not done anything, he's not judged the ball. The second where we thought Martinelli's had a penalty, but the ball falls right to Havertz, right in front of his foot. Goal is right there, and he blasted it from about 8 yards over the net when really that should have been a goal. So Arsenal well in control of this game, should be 3-1 ahead in my opinion. Trossard's come alive later on in the game. You see him running the channels, running everything down, winning duels. Merino's been fantastic and deserves his goal. It's been a really good display so far. And listen, I still think it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal, but I do see goals in the second half. We just need to keep it airtight. As long as we keep Luis Diaz quiet on the right side and keep Salah quiet, which is Timber's job on the left, if those guys can do their job, then we're not really going to be hurting. And the reason for that is David Nunes, who's normally Liverpool's point striker, he's been called in to do the double team on Saka. So he's not been able to get in advanced positions because they're using him to facilitate the double team on Saka. And that's really taken him out of his comfort zone. Not a game that he would remember in the first half. Liverpool no doubt would have to make changes there, but we'll see what happens at full time. Speak to you guys soon. Right, so guys, the game finishes Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2. It's not the result that we wanted. Give me a second, let me get my thoughts together. So first of all, for me guys, really missed opportunity today. So many decisions. The fact that they're saying Liverpool really should have had 3 or 4 yellow cards in the game, and the ref just gave them an advantage time and time again. And look, I'm going to accept responsibility. We need to own that. We need to own the fact that we were 2-1 up against Man City in the last 9 minutes and 2-1 up against Liverpool in the last 9 minutes, and we couldn't close out the game. Today was a completely different circumstance to the Man City game. The injuries and obviously Saliba's suspension definitely played a part of today. Take consideration, you've got no Saliba, no Gabriel, no Calafiori, players out of position. Young Lewis Skelly comes on, and I thought he did quite well when he came on. But the goal that they scored was against the run and play. And look, you got Kivior at centre back. You're not in a position where you've got your players to be in those positions to facilitate any protection for Raya. And so it is what it is, guys. And a lot of people before the game, with the injuries, would have taken a 2-2. I still think in my heart that we could have won this game. Even the disallowed goal, there was a 50-50 challenge. There was nothing in it. Then the referees just disallowed it. I mean, just absolute nonsense for me. And so I can't really put too much on it and too many blames. But that's 4 points we've dropped on the 2 top teams in the division, and that's where we are, guys. Considering all the stuff that's gone against us and the red cards and suspensions and all the injuries, consider all of that happening, and we've dropped 4 points. We were still in position where we would have been top of the league had we closed out the Man City game and closed out the game today. So that's where we are. It's not all doom and gloom. And then we got 2 tough away games coming up at Chelsea and Newcastle, but it's not all doom and gloom. We should have won this game today. We should have won the City game. And regardless of all the other factors going on with the suspensions and injuries, we still need to own it. We still need to stand up and own the fact that we couldn't close these games out. So I'm good with where we are at the moment now. We've got to wear it, take it on the chin and move forward. On top of that, my man of the match today is going to be Thomas Partey. I thought he was absolutely brilliant against Diaz. They got nothing against him, and in the end they had to take Diaz off. They replaced him with Gakpo because he's a bigger, more physical guy, and he still wasn't having any luck. I think throughout the whole game, Partey lost 1 duel there. He won 11 out of 13 duels in the first half, 92% passing. It was just absolutely brilliant part it was. So he's going to get my man of the match today. But it was good performances throughout. I thought Declan Rice was fantastic in the middle. I have to say, I thought Timber was fantastic. I thought Gabriel had his up and down game, but then again he went off injured. Ben White I thought was tidy at the back, so he had a decent game. But I think we could have got more out of Martinelli. I thought Martinelli was wasteful. I thought Havertz couldn't get into the game. He struggled. Saka, because of the injury, strong first half, did what he could to help in the second half. And I thought Trossard fought. He didn't have the best of games, but I thought he fought hard, he defended hard, and he helped to facilitate the defence. In the second half, it was really hard, guys. We were out there half an hour just defending the ball, the halfway line, and we were just struggling in possession. And I thought, actually, it was time to get Jorginho one. We had no control of the ball in the midfield, and I just thought the subs at that point were wrong. Also, Jesus coming off for Saka. You're going to put a guy on who ain't scored in 22 games and put him on instead of Raheem Sterling. I think that was a massive mistake. But look, as I said, guys, it is what it is. Take this one and we own it. Then we move on. It's 2-2 today. Speak to you guys soon.
We made it this far, so I can't complain. Let's take a trip down memory